Hello, hello. Hello, hello, beautiful souls. Happy Monday. Good evening. I am so excited, so honored to be in community with each and every one of you this evening to kick off our fourth annual I Am Still Challenge. And so this challenge really started from my own journey of unlearning that we don't have to rush our way through the end of the year. We don't have to try to get it all done and hustle until the clock strikes on December 31st, but we can end the year in peace. We can end the year rested. We can end the year by creating more space to slow down and to pour into our cups. And so it's been a journey of unlearning, and I'm excited for you to be on that journey of unlearning with me here today. So we are kicking off this year's challenge with a yin and restorative yoga flow. And so before we get into tonight's flow, I want to remind you of a few things. The first and the most important thing for you to remember is that this is your practice. This is your practice. Always do what feels good in your body. Think of my cues as just a suggestion. And if I cue something that doesn't feel right in your body, doesn't feel comfortable, just don't do it. The second thing is if you have any props available, so whether it's a pillow, it's blocks, blankets, bolsters, anything that will help to make your practice even more juicy, even more restorative, even more comfortable, feel free to grab and to bring those props. So right now, if you want to grab a pillow, a couple pillows, a blanket, feel free to grab those. And know that throughout the challenge, anything that will make you feel comfortable, feel free to bring it. If you can't join live for the remainder of the challenge, you will get a copy of all of the practice recordings, and you'll be able to spend some time with it through the end of the year. And so with that, I want to do a quick sound check. And then we are going to get into our yin and restorative class. So as I get ready for a sound check, I want to let you know that we are spending the entire time on our mats, y'all. We will not be standing up, okay? This is going to be a gentle and hopefully very nourishing practice that's really allowing you to embody this sense of stillness through the practice of movement. Okay, so let's do a quick sound check. Can you hear me and the music? Testing, testing. Can you hear both me and the music? If you can, just drop a 1 in the chat if this is a good volume for the music, for me speaking. Can you hear both me and the music? Drop a 1 in the chat if you can. And this is a good, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're good at this pace. All right, beautiful. So at any time throughout the practice, I'll check the chat. Let me know if you need me to turn anything up or down, but I want you to really stay present. So wherever you are, I'm actually going to invite you to join me on your backs. So coming to your backs and finding whatever leg variation that feels most comfortable for you. So as you come down to your back, maybe you extend the legs out long. Maybe you draw the soles of the feet together, knees out wide. And so just beginning to find and settle here on the mats, on the blanket, wherever you deem comfortable. And so as you come down onto the mat, I'm inviting you to close your eyes if that feels safe for you. You can also keep a low gaze, staring down at the tip of your nose. And so with your eyes closed or with a low gaze, just begin to notice your breath. Simply beginning to notice your natural pattern of breathing. Beginning to notice your inhales and your exhales. And just noticing the breath as it flows in and out. And as you continue to be here in your body and with your breath, let's just take a moment to affirm, I am safe. I am held. It is safe to be here in my body and with my breath. And as you continue to affirm your safety, let's just scan our body from the soles of your feet all the way to the crown of your head. And just taking a moment to pause at each part as you scan from the crown of your head all the way to the soles of your feet. And as you begin to scan the body, maybe you gently extend gratitude and thank your body for bringing you to this moment. Thank your breath. And thank yourself for showing up for you. As you continue to scan your body, just noticing the areas that may need a little extra love and sending some love and extra breath in that direction. And once you have completed your scan, I invite you to take a moment to set an intention for your practice here this evening. And so if and when your mind starts to wander, you can bring yourself back into the present moment with this intention. And so I offer you the intention of stillness, really giving yourself the space to connect with your body, your breath, your spirit, your energy, and ultimately the intention and understanding that you are worthy of the time it takes to nourish your soul. And so with your intention held at the forefront of your heart and mind center, let's seal it in with 3 rounds of cleansing breath. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, and then open mouth, sigh it out. Another big breath in, and a big breath out. One more, take your deepest breath of the day, really filling up here. And then exhale, release. Returning to your natural pattern of breath and slowly and gently beginning to invite in some movement. Maybe you wiggle through the fingers or the toes. And then if it feels good, gently hugging your knees in towards heart center. And then just gently begin to rock side to side, giving your lower back a mini massage here. And so just taking several rocks side to side, noticing what feels good. And then as you're ready to find stillness, gently drop your knees over to the right side of the mat, extending your arms out like T's and gazing over the left shoulder. Gentle supine twist. And so as we settle here into our gentle supine twist, knowing that we are pausing with these poses for several breaths. And so at any point, if you feel like you want to come in and out of the posture, you're welcome to do that. But I invite you in these moments of pause and in the moments of stillness in the postures, just begin to notice what comes up for you. Maybe noticing where you can deepen through the stretch and deepen through the posture. I will be doing most of the postures with you, but I want you to really trust your body. Listen to the cues and really trust that you can guide your body into the postures. There's no judgment. It's all about what feels good and nourishing to you. Continuing to notice your breath. Maybe you see if you can draw the knees a little closer towards the elbows. Maybe it feels good to bend a little bit deeper through gazing over that left shoulder. And so wherever you are, take a deep breath in through the nose. Big breath out the mouth. And then whenever you feel ready, hugging your knees back into your chest, and then falling over to the opposite side. Knees fall over to the left. The gaze is over the right shoulder this time, continuing to extend the arms out. And then as you settle into this side, just begin to notice how this side might feel different or the same as the other. Again, as we continue to notice, we're doing so without judgment, noticing with love, noticing with loving curiosity. So as you settle in here, again, notice where you can deepen through this posture. Maybe you gaze over the right shoulder a little bit deeper. Maybe you draw the knees up towards the left elbow a little further, but allow this to feel good. And so throughout our practice today, maybe you affirm, I am still. I take time to connect with my body, breath, and spirit. Continuing to notice your breath. Continuing to allow yourself the space to just be. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in through the nose and a big breath out the mouth. Gently hugging your knees back in towards your chest, giving yourself a loving hug. And then slowly and gently begin to rock along the spine. So rocking front and back. Taking several rocks and then meeting me in a comfortable seated position. And so there's no rush to get there. And so as you come up to a comfortable seated position, just taking a couple of moments to really get comfortable in the position that you chose. I've got some pillows underneath me because I feel like that's comfortable. And again, grab your pillows, grab your blankets, grab your blocks, grab whatever feels comfortable and nourishing for you. And so as you make your way into this comfortable seated position, I invite you to release the palms of your hands down onto the tops of the knees. And then we'll take some shoulder rolls here. It doesn't matter which direction you go in, just start, just begin. That feels like a whole word, right? Sometimes it doesn't matter where you start, it's just about starting, right? It doesn't matter where you're starting your stillness journey, your movement journey, as long as you start. And then moving your shoulders in the opposite direction. And again, allowing this to feel good. And then when you're ready to find stillness, can you soften the shoulders down the back? And then we'll gently rotate through the neck. It doesn't matter which side you start. As long as you continue to notice your breath, just move at a pace that feels good. Move at a pace that allows you to really feel every aspect of this neck roll. Continuing to notice your breath.
I gotta be thankful because I know someone lost their life today.
And then rotating in the opposite direction. or the opposite direction.
To serve with a sense of purpose and let love light the way. Even if I die today, that's just the price I pay. Just know I try to be kind and seek the divine every night and day. Gratitude for the sunrise. Gratitude for the sunshine.
All right. And as you're ready to find stillness, coming back up through center, softening through the shoulders. And then wherever you are, inhaling your fingertips high, so reaching up towards the ceiling or the sky. And so exhale, bringing the palms of the hands down in front of you. You might start to notice some opening within the shoulders, or not the shoulders, the hips. And so if you walk your fingertips out a little further, allowing the chest to fall down towards the inner thighs, just begin to notice that gentle opening in the hips. We're here for just a breath in, and pausing for the breath out. And then slowly coming all the way back up, fingertips reach high. This time you're twisting over towards the right side of the room. The left palm rests on top of your right knee. Right hand comes to the small of your back. Inhale, open up through the chest. Exhale, begin to twist towards the right. Maybe you gaze over that right shoulder. On every inhale, open up through the chest. Every exhale, see if you can twist a little deeper. So really beginning to open up through our side body. Continue to breathe here. Wherever you are, taking another breath in, really opening up through the chest. On your breath out, really turning, seeing if you can take it a little bit deeper. And then as you inhale, come back through center, fingertips reach high. And as you exhale, switch your sides. Right palm rests on top of left knee. Left palm to the small of the back. Inhale, press the chest open. Exhale, begin to gaze over that left shoulder. With every inhale, can you lengthen through the spine, really open up through the heart? With every exhale, can you twist a little deeper? Taking it to your place. Again, remembering this is your practice, doing what feels good in your body.
20, 20 AD. I just want to make love. I just want to make peace. I just want to stay free.
Last inhale. Twist a little bit deeper on the exhale. As you inhale, fingertips reach high. As you exhale, plant the hands down, walk the fingertips out, and then meet me in a tabletop position. So coming to your tabletop position, coming to all fours. Fingertips are spread out wide. Tops of the feet are on the mat. And maybe it feels good to tap out through the tops of the feet here. All right, as you inhale, send the crown of your head and your hips up towards the ceiling for cow. As you exhale, dome in the upper back, chin draws in towards the chest for cat. Inhale it up for cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, up for cow. Exhale, cat. Continue to move at your own pace, connecting your breath to your movement. And maybe you find some additional movements. Maybe you rock your hips in a circle. Maybe you move side to side. But just finding some additional movement that feels good in between your cat-cow. And again, just beginning to connect the breath with the movement. Maybe you continue to affirm, I am still. Wherever you are, continuing to breathe and noticing the breath. All right, taking 2 more rounds of cat-cow wherever you are. As you're ready to find stillness in your tabletop, allowing the knees to come wide. So about as wide as your mat, wider than hip width distance apart. Big toes touch, draw the hips down towards the heels, setting up for child's pose. Extend the fingertips out long onto the mat. This is a great place for a pillow, making it really restorative. Maybe you slide a pillow underneath the chest. Maybe you slide a pillow underneath the chin. And then just settle into your child's pose here. Extending through the fingertips, allowing the hips to sink down towards the heels. And just allow this to feel good. So noticing that we can really make postures restorative in an easeful way. And so maybe instead of extending the arms out long, you just hug the arms underneath the pillow and allow yourself to feel supported. The beautiful thing about the restorative practice is that it's all about feeling supported. And so maybe you take this moment to notice, where can you invite in a little bit more support? As we continue to settle into this restorative child's pose, continue to notice your breath. Continue to be here in this moment. Continuing this journey of stillness. Noticing what comes up in this moment of pause. Wherever you are, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. One more fill up. Exhale, let it go. Just settling here for a few more moments. Taking another deep breath in wherever you are. And a deep breath out. And then slowly pushing yourself back up into this tabletop position. If it feels good to move through a few more rounds of cat-cow, if it feels good to find a circular motion through the spine, through the hips, just find some movement that feels good. And maybe you put your pillows off to the side for just a moment. And then once you're ready to find stillness, coming down onto your mat, so allowing the belly and the chest to come down. And so taking a moment to find Sphinx pose. So Sphinx, you're essentially just allowing the forearms to become parallel on the mat here. And so tops of the feet are on the mat, or maybe it's on the floor, depending on how long your mat is. And so just taking a moment to settle here, notice the grounding and the connection through the palms of the hands, through the elbows, through the forearms. And so from here, we're moving into seal pose. And so you're really going to press through the palms of your hands, so much so that the arms start to lift off of the mat. And so you might notice the connection in the mid-back, right? And so if you want to take it deeper, you can begin to bend the knees, drawing the heels towards the head. If you want to take it even deeper, begin to draw the crown of the head towards the toes. And then feel free to come in and out of Sphinx pose as you see fit. We'll be here for several breaths. So you can move in and out of Sphinx and seal, taking it to the place that feels good. But wherever you are, continue to notice your breath. Just taking a few more rounds. And if you're like, girl, seal is not for me, you can stay in Sphinx pose. Again, it's all about what feels good in your body. This is your practice. All right, taking one last round of seal. And then exhale, release it all the way down, allowing your head to rest on your pillow or your mat. From here, bend through the knees and then windshield wiper side to side. Just releasing any of the tension that we just created through that posture. All right, whenever you feel ready, releasing the legs long on the mat. We're getting ready for my favorite restorative pose, restorative frog. So we'll take restorative frog on the left side first. So you are laying flat on the mat or on the ground. And so you are going to press the inside of your knee and the inside of your left foot onto the floor. I'll drop the camera down so you can see real quick, right? Inside of the left knee, inside of the left foot on the ground, creating an L shape or a 90-degree angle through that left leg. And then simply release the cheek down onto the mat. Great place for a pillow too, really make it juicy. And so if you want to deepen through this restorative frog, you can draw your left knee closer towards your left tricep or elbow. You can also extend that left knee out. So begin to extend it out so you feel that opening in the hip flexors. And then just allow yourself to rest. This right leg is still straight. And then just allow yourself to settle here. Allow this to feel good. And just notice what comes up for you in the pause. Continuing to notice your breath and gently affirming, I am still. this moment of pause, maybe you can really lengthen through the breath, taking longer and fuller inhales, longer and slower exhales. Maybe notice where you can deepen through this posture. Notice where you can soften. Can you sink a little bit deeper into the mat? Can you soften a little more through the shoulders, through the belly, through the legs, through the eyes? We're here for a few more moments. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in through the nose. Big sigh out the mouth. One more fill up. Exhale, let it go. And then gently allow that left leg to meet the right. If it feels good to bend through the knees and windshield wiper the legs, I invite you to do that. And then whenever you're ready to find stillness, releasing both legs long and then switching your sides. And so maybe you turn your head to face the right side of the room. So bending through the right knee again, the inside of the right knee and the right foot are on the floor. And then allow yourself to rest here. Again, if you want to take it deeper, draw that right knee higher up. So draw it closer towards your arm. And then if you want to take it even deeper, can you walk the knee out further to the right to really open up through the inner thigh, the groin, the hip flexor. And so as you begin to settle in here, just taking a moment to notice how this side might feel different or the same as the other. Just continuing to extend gratitude for all the body does and all it gives. Begin to settle in here. Continuing to breathe, allowing yourself to be fully present within the stillness. I am still. I'm going to take time to connect with my body, breath, and spirit. I am calm and move with a sense of peace and harmony. Stress and anxiety roll away. I am worry-free. Allow those words to really resonate as you continue to rest and be still. Continuing to breathe. Continuing to affirm, I am still. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in through the nose. Open mouth, sigh it out. One more just like that. Inhale. Exhale. And then allowing the right leg to meet the left. If it feels good to bend through the knees and windshield wiper the legs, I invite you to do that. And then whenever you are ready to find stillness, releasing the legs long, and then finding the path of least resistance, roll over onto your back. If it feels good to keep that pillow underneath your head, feel free to do that, or your bolster or your block if that feels good. And so coming onto your back, and whichever variation feels good, just bending through the knees, allowing the feet to plant onto the mat or the blanket, wherever you are. And then we're going to slowly and gently windshield wiper the legs, but we're going to pause each time. So really ground down through the soles of your feet, allowing the palms and the arms to rest next to you. And then you're dropping both of your knees over towards the left, right? So they're not going to be stacked on top of each other. It's still that windshield wiper motion. Inhale it back up. Exhale, drop it over to the right, right? You see how my knees are not on top of each other like in our gentle supine? Inhale back up through center. Exhale, drop it over to the left. Inhale it up. Exhale, drop. Continue to move at your own pace, connecting your breath to your movement. Allow this to feel really good. Move at a pace that feels good in your body. Exhaling down and inhaling back through center. Move through a few more rounds, allowing this to feel really good. Alright, as you're ready to find stillness, maybe hugging your knees back into your chest, giving yourself a loving hug. Maybe it feels good to rock side to side. And as you're ready to find stillness, holding on to the right knee and extending that left leg out long. And then hugging that right knee in towards your chest to a place that feels good. You might start to immediately feel the opening through the hip flexors. So from here, can you draw that knee out towards the right and then up towards that right armpit? And then from here, let's find some circular motions with that right knee, making the circles as big or as little as it feels good. And then switching your direction, just opening up through that right hip flexor. And when you're ready, coming back through center, really hugging that knee in towards the chest, and then just finding a circular motion through the ankle. And then switching your direction. Whenever whenever you feel ready, hugging the left knee in towards the chest. And then taking another moment to rock side to side if that feels good. And then as you're ready to find stillness, this time extending the right leg long. And then hugging that left knee in towards the chest. And noticing the opening through the hip flexors here. And if you'd like to take it deeper, open up that left knee out towards the left. And then up towards the armpit. And then just find a circular motion with that knee. And then switching your direction. Whenever you're ready, drawing that knee back in towards the chest. Maybe you bring both of the hands on to the shin, really drawing it close. And allowing that right knee to meet the left. And rocking side to side if that feels good. And as you feel ready to find stillness, allowing the soles of the feet to plant back onto the mat. We're getting ready for a gentle back bend. We'll do bridge pose. If you have another pillow or if you have a block, this would be a great time to do restorative bridge, or we could do regular bridge as well. So wherever you are, allowing your feet and your knees to be about hip width distance apart. And then you want to draw your heels as close to your bottom as you can get them. You might be able to tickle your heels with your fingertips, allowing your arms to rest by your side. And on your next breath out, simply push your pelvis up towards the ceiling. Maybe you can shimmy those shoulders underneath you a little bit. Then you want to draw your chest in towards your chin and then draw your chin away from your chest. If you want to take a bolster, a pillow, a block, and slide it underneath your lower back. If you have a pillow, maybe you fold it to a little bit, some height here. And then allow your lower back to rest onto the block, the pillow, the bolster. Just allow this to be a gentle bridge pose. If a block or a pillow or bolster is not accessible, maybe you just stuff some blankets under there, y'all. Doesn't have to be fancy. I hope you see with my pillows, nothing fancy here. Just utilize what you have. So settling in here for a couple of breaths. Wherever you are, taking a big breath in. Can you soften on your breath out? And then returning to your natural pattern of breathing here. Just allowing this to feel good. Continuing to affirm that you are worthy of the time it takes to nourish your soul. Take a deep breath in wherever you are. And a deep breath out. And then from here, if it feels good, maybe you begin to lift your legs up the imaginary wall for supported waterfall. If shoulder stands in your practice and you feel like going there, you're welcome to do that. Otherwise, in your waterfall, maybe you begin to find some movement with the legs. Finding some playful movement in this supported waterfall pose. Maybe you flex through the feet and the toes, activating through the calf. Maybe you just chill out here and allowing this to feel good in your body, in your mind, and your spirit. Wherever you are, continue to notice your breath. Wherever you are, taking a breath in, and then slowly and gently releasing the feet back down onto the mat on your breath out. This time, sliding the pillow, the block, the bolster, whatever you've got, just releasing it. I'm gonna keep my pillow underneath my neck here. It's feeling nice and supportive for me. And then from here, drawing the soles of the feet together, knees up wide. Maybe you place a hand over your heart, the other hand over your belly. And just settle in here, continuing to lean into the intention of stillness, the intention of slowing down, and the intention of nourishing your soul. Continuing to just be, noticing the breath. All things that no longer work for me. This is a great song. I love this. Maybe as you continue to settle here, maybe you start to think about the things that you can begin to release. Maybe you can release thoughts of guilt or feelings of guilt around pausing, around slowing down. Maybe you can release the notion that stillness is a privilege rather than a birthright. Maybe you can release the idea that there's not enough time in the day to pour into your cup. And as you begin to release these things, know that you're making more room for the slowdown, for the pause, and to be still. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. And then slowly and gently allowing the knees to touch. And then hugging the knees back into the chest. And then rocking side to side if that feels good. As you're ready to find stillness, dropping the knees over to the left side of the room and then gazing over your right shoulder as we begin to bring our practice to a close. We'll end the same way we began. And just taking a moment to notice how your body, your energy, your spirit might feel different from when we started class. Again, noticing with love and not judgment. Take a deep breath in. Stay for the breath out. On your next inhale, hugging the knees back into the chest. And allowing the knees to fall over to the right as you gaze over your left shoulder.
Release all things that no longer serve me. I release all things that no longer work for me.
Continuing to notice your breath.
Release all
And
things
taking a big inhale wherever you are.
longer serve
And staying for your exhale. Next inhale, hugging the knees in towards the chest. If it feels good to rock side to side. And as you're ready to find stillness, finding your happy baby. And so you can grab the outside edges of your feet, your big toes, behind your hamstrings, but allowing the soles of the feet to reach up towards the ceiling, drawing the knees in towards the armpits. Happy baby. And so wherever you are, maybe it feels good to find some movement and rock side to side. Maybe it feels good to extend one leg long or the other, maybe both. Just finding and feeling into what feels good in your body and in your practice today. And as you feel ready, hugging the knees into the chest. If there's any other posture that would feel good in your body that I haven't cued, feel free to invite that in. And whenever you feel ready and settled and ready to close your practice, slowly and gently releasing the legs long onto the mat for Shavasana. Allowing yourself the space to just be. Continuing to lean into the affirmation and the intention, I am still. Happy Shavasana. I am still. I take time to connect with my body and breath. I am still and move with a sense of peace and harmony. Stress and anxiety roll away. I am worry-free. When I am still, I find beautiful and necessary rest. Rest that is an act of resistance. Rest that is an act of self-care. I am still. And so wherever you are, taking a deep breath in through the nose and a big breath out the mouth. And then slowly and gently begin to invite in some movement, maybe wiggling through the fingers or the toes. Maybe you stretch your arms overhead like you're waking up for the first time today, really taking a full body stretch. And then maybe you place your hands against heart center. We're gonna stay lying down as we close out our practice, just to give you a few extra moments to just be still. And so as you place your hands against heart center, taking another moment to affirm, I am still. I am worthy of the time it takes to nourish my soul. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in through the nose. Pause with the breath at the top. Maybe you sip in a little bit more air. Open mouth, sigh it out. The light student and teacher in me sees and honors the light student and teacher in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for taking the time to pour into your cup and to lean into the power of stillness. Ashe. And so take your time. Maybe you stay lying down for several more minutes, moments, whatever feels good. And so just thank yourself for creating this space for you. Thank you for allowing me to hold this space for you. And I look forward to seeing you for the rest of these practices during this challenge. I'm sending you love. Be well.